Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how to make my famous rice. These are the ingredients you're going to need, which is just water, the nor, the consomate, and the tomato sauce. And I like using this tomato sauce just because if you get like the cheaper brands, it's really watered down. So these are the brands that I use, and it's a cup and a tablespoon. And make sure you get a pot. Any pot will do that has a lid, and then a smaller pot. Okay, so I like to put the stove medium high, which is 6.5. Okay, so we're just gonna take the lid off, and then I'm just gonna add the oil. I like to add a lot of oil so that it won't get stuck. It's like about this much. Then we're gonna grab our cup, only 1 cup, and this is usually good for like a family of 5 or 6. It's gonna be a cup of rice. It's gonna be only 1 cup, okay? And then the rest we're just gonna serve. So we need to make sure to that the rice is in here with the oil, and we fry the rice. We want it to get very, very crispy brown. Babe, only that, baby. Okay, and this, we're gonna fill this up with water while this fries. So I wash my hands, guys, and I have paint. I just want to get the exact measurements for you guys. This is 1 cup of water, 2 cups of water, 3 cups of water. Let's see how much more. I guess like 3 1/4 cup of water. Okay. Then we're just gonna add salt. Let me see. I'm using a tablespoon, so about that much. And then onion powder, I just...
Daddy.
You can just put whatever you feel.
Okay, Avatar's awake.
And the consomate, I guess I'll do a tablespoon. Yeah, a tablespoon is good. And then the nor, the pollo, I'm gonna do about, let me see. Yeah, like 2. We'll do 2. So 2 tablespoons of nor. And you're gonna need one of these bottle openers. We're gonna open the tomato sauce, and I like to use, I guess I would say almost half of the can, or a little less than half. I guess just depending on how red you want it. And then you let that sit there while it boils. And while that's boiling, we mix the rice. So we don't have to mix it. We can just let it get a little brown. And once you see it getting brown, then we'll mix it again. And it is 2:24. I wanted to time it. It's 2:24. I think we started like at 2:20. So I think it's been like maybe 4 minutes. So we'll wait for it. I'm gonna push pause. When it gets brown, I'll push play again. Okay guys, it's been I think 2 minutes, and this is the way the rice is getting. So I haven't mixed it. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it a little bit. It's still not brown, but so that everything else can get fried also. leave it there till it fries some more. I feel like this is the most important part of making the rice, the process, for it to come out like fluffy and good, is making sure that you fry it long enough. But sometimes like I will forget about the rice and I'll burn it, so you can totally taste the flavor of burn in your rice if you do burn it. So you just got to keep an eye on it and just be a little patient. Okay, so the water is still, we can mix the water also. Just mix the ingredients just till it boils, and then I like to turn it off. And then the water, I have it at 7.5, which I guess is medium high. Okay, back to the rice. Let's mix it again. Okay. And at this point, if like you want to add onion, you can add onion so that it'll fry with the rice. It gives it a different taste. I'm not going to do onion today just because I don't want to have onion in my rice today, but you can add onion and fry it, and then you can either leave it in there while you add the water, or you can throw it away. It's up to you. Okay. So our rice is getting a little bit darker, a little bit brown. But not brown enough. It is 228. Mixing it just a little bit more. Sorry guys, I need new pots and pans. These are the ones when they gave us when we got married, so it's time already. I feel like also whenever I make sopita, like fideo, coditos, whatever it is, estrellas, the alphabet, I also do the same process as making the rice. I fry it and then I add the water. The only thing is with that, since you want it to be like more juicy and want it to have more water, I add 2 of those, which is about 3 1/4 cup of water. So it'd be like 6.5 cups of water. Okay, so this is the way the rice is getting, and I think that's good enough. That's good enough. So I just like to move it so whenever I pour the water, it won't be as bad. And at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the fan, turn off the other pot. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour in the water. Just be careful. Now that's everything is in there. Go ahead and put it back on the stove. Okay. So like at this point, you can wait to add the tomato sauce. If this looks too red for you, you can add less, but I normally like to add almost half of the can of the tomato sauce. And at this point, you can go ahead and taste the water to see if it tastes good. If you feel like it needs more salt, or if it needs something first, try adding salt first. So I'm gonna go ahead and taste it and just make sure that it tastes good. Okay, so I think it tastes pretty good. So the flavor is pretty good. So I mean, if you follow these steps, I think you'll be okay. And so at this point, I just like to leave the rice there alone, uncovered, and then I'll come back to it. So it is 2:31. I'm gonna go ahead and push pause on the video, and then I'll come back to it. The only thing sometimes that the rice gets stuck, so you might want to check on it every, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes, just to make sure that the rice isn't stuck, and go like this. And yeah, so I'll come back. It is 2:32. Okay guys, so I just want to give you an update on my rice. I haven't touched it. It's been about, I think, over 5 minutes, and I just want to go ahead and mix it and see how it's cooking. Okay, so everything seems fine, nothing is getting stuck, and my rice is still not done. Just trying to see if I can focus the camera. Okay, there it goes. It's still not done. You see how it's still hard? Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it here maybe another 5 minutes and check back on it, and I'll give you guys an update again. It is 2:40. Okay, there. Okay guys, so it's been about, I think, 3 minutes, but at this point, towards the end, I just like to come in and make sure that it doesn't stick. Okay, so as you can see, it still needs more. Let me focus. Still needs more, but it's getting there. So we want to check it a little more frequently towards the end, just because it will get stuck in the end. So we just want to check it and make sure that it doesn't, and then I'll let you know whenever I put the lid on it. Okay guys, so it's been, I think, a minute or a few minutes, I'm not even sure no more. Okay, but the water looks like it's disappearing already, so I just want to make sure and mix it. Okay, so at this point, the rice is still not done, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and cover it up, and it's gonna finish cooking by itself. So whenever it's done, I'll go ahead and turn the video back on. It is 2:45, so just leave it there. When you're making rice, just leave it there, and then when it finishes boiling in the end, you'll see. Okay guys, it's been a few minutes, and I didn't keep track, so I'm gonna go ahead and check on the rice. And this is the way it looks. So it is ready. So I think it takes a little bit over 30 minutes, but you guys, this is the rice. It's not very watery, it's kind of dry, but if you want to get it like a little bit more watery, you can just add more water, or make it your own. And I hope you guys like this, and it makes your life a little easier. Bye. Say bye, corazón. Adiós, mi vida. Bye guys.